A paneer dish is a must have in every Indian household party, and this malai paneer that I'm going to share with you is so creamy and delicious that it will become the star dish of your party. So, do watch the video till the end for the complete list of ingredients. So, I'm beginning the steps with, first charring the tomatoes that I have taken, and I'm going to remove the peel by charring them instead of blanching. So I find this method easier and it gives a very nice smoky flavor to the dish. So now my wok is ready and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of oil to it. So in this dish, the oil is a little more than what we would otherwise use in our dishes. But of course, then it's a party dish, so once in a while it's fine. So now to this oil, I'm going to add around 7 to 8 cloves of garlic, and along with that around a 2-inch ginger piece that I have sliced up. So you can see that I'm just adding them, whole and not chop them. That's because we are going to grind them anyways. So once the onion and the garlic is done in the oil, I'm going to add in the onions that I have sliced up. So by frying the ginger garlic first, it will remove the raw taste of the ginger garlic. And now I'm going to add the onions. So these onions we need to caramelize, which means that we will brown it till they are really to a nice color. And then we are going to grind it into a paste. So you have to be a little patient with the onions because it will take some time before they really turn that rich brown color. So you have to keep watching, and then now as you can see they are turning translucent but yet not done, so we have to give it some more time. And once they are brown, we are going to cool it down and then make a paste of it without adding any water. So yes, my onions are now turning the brown color that I want. So now I'm going to just remove the oil. I mean drain the oil, just bring them to a side, and I'm going to remove them, cool them down, and then grind them to a paste with without any water adding to them. So there goes my onions out of the dish. So now whatever oil is remaining, in the same oil I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. So once the cumin splutters, I'm going to add in the turmeric and the red chili powder in the oil. So when we do that, it gives a very rich color to the oil, and it gives a nice color to your overall dish. So once the turmeric and the red chili is browned, I'm going to add in the tomato puree first. So the tomatoes which I had charred, I have now made into a paste, and that's going to go in first. That's because the onions that I'm using are already, browned and caramelized, so they already cooked. So once the tomato is cooked, I'm going to add the onions to it. So I'm going to stir this in, and already it looks like, so yummy with all the smoke coming out. And yes, it's getting done, almost there. And now is the time that I'm going to add in the onions that I have ground into a paste. So yes, that's a thick paste. That's because we didn't add any water to it. And now I'm going to bring this all together. So yes, some mixing needs to be done here, and as we are mixing we can see that the color of the gravy is changing. So already looking tempting, and yes, so nicely combined, oil is floating on top and this gravy is properly cooked for now. Now I'm going to add the remaining masalas to it. So around 1 teaspoon of coriander powder and half a teaspoon of garam masala. So I'm not adding any, the other whole spices or anything of that sort. It's just the simple masalas, but the technique is so different, and the taste of the ginger, garlic, and the caramelized onions and the charred tomatoes is going to give this dish a very unique flavor. So I added a little water so that everything comes together very nicely. And then I'm going to add in the main ingredient of this dish, which is the malai. So if you don't have malai, of course you can add your cream, but yeah, I have my malai. So this is around half a cup and I'll stir this in. But before that, I switched off the gas so that I don't want the milk to burst or separate. So that is why I don't take chances. And now I'm going to really bring this together and then only I'm going to switch on the gas. So once this all the ingredients are mixed in together, I've switched on the gas, and now you can see very smooth, thick, rich gravy is ready. So after bringing everything together, now I'm going to add in the salt, of course, which is to your taste. And yes, I'm going to give it a stir. Now, the thickness of the gravy depends entirely upon you. I'm not going to make it, like a very thin gravy. I'm just going to keep it a little thick because I'm going to have it with fulkas. But if you are using, going to have some rice dish, or, you want to keep it a little flowy, then it's entirely up to you. So here I have a cup of paneer that I have cubed, and now in goes the paneer. Again, paneer I have not fried. It is up to you if you like the fried taste better. So that is up to you, but I like the softer taste. So I just keep it the way it is, and also because we've already have too much oil, so we don't need more in the paneer. So yes, the dish is ready now, bubbling away. I'm giving you a close-up view, and there looks so tempting, doesn't it? So yes, the star dish of your party is ready. I've decorated it with some green chilies, and I've garnished it with some more malai. Yes, tempting. So I hope you're liking my recipes. Do share them if you like them, and do subscribe to my channel. This is Sonu Gandha signing off.